This is not just the introduction of a new airline route that will be, but it's the beginning of a journey that connects people, ideas, opportunities, and dreams, positioning Taita Taveta at the heart of Kenya's growing aviation and economic network. Taita Taveta County is home to the world-renowned Tsavo National Parks, jewels of biodiversity, culture, and heritage. Yet for too long, limited accessibility has slowed the growth of tourism potential in this place. With the planned scheduled flights, we will be opening direct access for both local and international tourists coming directly here. Visitors who once hesitated at the long road journeys can now reach Voi in less than an hour from Nairobi or from Mombasa. This means hotels, lodges, tour operators, guides, and artisans will see more guests, more business, and more opportunities to explore. We believe this will make Taita Taveta a must-visit destination in Kenya's tourism circuit. Shortly before we came in here, I was being briefed about how the Ugandan community has partnered with Kenya, particularly the coast, to have exchange programs of tourism exploitation. And I want to believe that with this opportunity now being able, I know right now maybe Ugandans are coming to Diani, they are coming to Mombasa and also Malindi, but now they will have a flight to hop over to Voi and explore what is here. And I can assure you the next time they will not go anywhere but come directly here. And Skyward will be able to bring them in right from Nairobi into this county. This service is not only about tourism, it's also about business and trade. We'll be looking for opportunities even for farmers to transport some of their products faster, more reliably through our parcel services, which is part of our business model. Entrepreneurs can also be able to link with Nairobi and Mombasa market in real time. Investors will see Taita Taveta as a connected county, open for business with access to key cities and ports. And just to mention Skyward Airline, in last year, November 15, we launched our first regional flight from Nairobi Jomo Kenyatta Airport to Dar es Salaam. And 1 month later, that was in December 11th, 2024, we also launched flights from Mombasa to Dar es Salaam, which are operational at the moment. So essentially what this means, once we start connecting also Voi to Mombasa, we'll also be connecting Voi to Dar es Salaam through that connection. Every new route creates a ripple opportunity, from direct employment in aviation operations to indirect jobs in hospitality, logistics, retail, and transport. This initiative is about creating livelihoods for the people of Taita. We therefore envision young men and women of this county working in the aviation value chain as ground staff, travel agents, tour operators, and service providers, contributing to county growth while uplifting their own households. This achievement would not be possible without the vision and the support of the county government of Taita Taveta. Therefore, your commitment, the governor, through your team, to infrastructure development and regional growth will make this dream a reality to happen very soon. And upon starting the service, we humbly seek also through the governor's office undivided support, particularly in engaging the Kenya Airports Authority to look into some of startup incentives that can make it possible for us to be able to achieve the dream and sustain the operation, especially at the beginning, because there are usually very high costs involved to start any particular route. and it requires some strong commitments and engagements with our stakeholders to be able to see this coming to a reality. Ladies and gentlemen, this is more than a flight route. It is a bridge, and a bridge that connects people to opportunities, farmers to markets. We also have students to schools, patients to hospitals, and families, as we have seen in all other routes that we have started before. At Skyward Airlines, we are not just flying aircrafts, we are flying hope, progress, and possibility, more particularly now for this Taita Taveta County. On behalf of our chairman, Captain Mohammed Abdi, we sincerely thank the county government under the leadership of His Excellency Governor Andrew Mwadime for demonstrating commitment to this cause together with his team by their recent visit to our headquarters at Wilson Airport, where we had a fruitful discussion that has made it possible for us to be here today to continue engaging in this plan to start these services. And today, of course, one more important thing we are doing was also inspecting the status of the Ikanga airstrip, because by all standards, any airline operation is mostly anchored on the aspect of safety. And we have to make sure that whatever facilities and infrastructure present is able to support the activities of scheduled passenger services and also the security of those passengers while they are using those services. And on that note, I will shortly bring in our head of safety and security to be able to give just a brief of what we have established and what perhaps may need to be done, though of course this will be discussed more extensively with the county team to see to it that all these shortcomings that are there now are actually addressed. Because my role in this airline is to bring about business. And the moment we had a meeting and there was indication that there is consensus between the governor and the chairman of this organization, I already moved into a quick move of starting to plan. And I can tell you I had a date in my mind when you should launch these flights before the end of this year. I'll not mention now, but I want to believe in our next meeting here, we'll be able to mention that and tell you what we are planning, particularly before the close of the year, so that we can give people opportunities to start booking even for their holidays now, before the end of the year, God willing. So largely, particularly the stakeholders in the hotel hospitality industry and all other activities that happen here that supports tourism are very critical to us. So mine is to say, we plead with you that we work together and support this vision that is going to change this county in a 360-degree way for the success of all the inhabitants of this county. So we need your support because we cannot do it alone. And I want to believe that in this engagement here today, we'll be able to amicably come to that agreement, and we'll be looking forward for that support.